this time, I have the distinguished honor of introducing and congratulating the class of 2018 salutatorian, Andrew Sun Yan. Remember back to the first day when we met at orientation of August of 2014. I challenge you to try something new every day. As soon-to-be high school students, I hope that the challenge asked of you was not too much of a burden to bear. I hope that it would lead each of you on a path of self-discovery and growth. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the class of 2018 salutatorian, Andrew Sun Yan.
Class of 2018, congratulations. This is it. My name is Andrew Sun Yan, and I'm honored to be the salutatorian in this class. Last week, Tuesday, June 13th, during my last period of Mandarin at Montville, I was taking a quiz. For this quiz, we memorized famous Confucian quotes from the Analects, because, of course, we'd be doing that. Of all the quotes, one of them stuck out. This quote was, "All men's nature are alike. It is their habits that separate them." This idea wasn't isolated. In the West, Aristotle, besides believing in slavery and that eels spontaneously generated from mud, also believed that virtue came from habit. And this is the topic of my speech today. Not the eels and the slavery thing, but about habits. At the start of freshman year, Mr. Sanford encouraged our class to do something new every day. Today, I'm encouraging you all to stick to something every day. Some habits that I'm proud of include always doing my homework, washing my hands every time I use the bathroom, which all of you guys should really do, by the way. Not everyone here does. I've been around. And also running every other day after school. Some habits that I'm not so proud of include sleeping late, managing time poorly, and not eating breakfast. And while these things may seem small, they're actually very, very, very important. Because, like it or not, we eventually become the things that we repeatedly do. Now, I would be lying if I told you that I developed all of my good habits on my own. Actually, the only reason I bother to keep my good habits is because I surround myself with people who encourage me to. For example, one time I studied until 1 a.m., the ungodly hour of 1 a.m. for an AP physics exam. And I didn't do this because I had nothing better to do on a Saturday night, which I didn't. But I did it because my friend stayed up with me the entire time to do practice problems with me. And I wouldn't have done that unless he was there to encourage me. And if I get a 5 on that exam, I'll thank him before I thank myself. I don't go running every other day after school because I enjoy the feeling of my legs burning. I do it because my friends are willing to do it with me and to encourage me and motivate me every step of the way. Alan, Asher, Hendrik, and Keith especially. Although we don't do track, and although we are probably very objectively bad at running, thank you for making all those miles enjoyable. I'd like to thank all the other people who have taught me good habits, like my teachers. Thank you, Ms. Finn and Dr. Brinkman, for a good 3 years in the science research program. Thank you, Dr. Lawler, for making me confident that I'll ace all of my essays next year. Thank you, Mr. Havington, for being one of the most funny people I've ever met. Thank you, Mrs. Meng, and congratulations on your success in the Chinese project contest this year. Thank you, Mrs. Rivera. Calculus is really, really boring, but your class was fun. Thank you, Dr. Glanville, for all the interesting talks and life lessons. Mrs. Einstein, your energy in teaching is admirable, and I'm glad to have had you teach me biology freshman and senior year. Your classes made hard work a habit for me, and you have been a very large influence on my major, so thank you. Mr. Dorsey Gordon, if you're out here tonight, I don't know if you are, you once told me that it takes 21 days to develop a habit. I searched this up and you're actually wrong. It actually takes anywhere from 18 to 254 days. But no matter whether or not this process is easy or hard, or whether or not this process takes 2 years or 2 minutes, I would like to thank you first and foremost for encouraging me to start building those good habits. I learn something from you every time we talk, and I hope that we will continue to talk in the future. Ms. Gormley, if you're watching this on a video stream from Fort Lauderdale at NSDA Nationals, I love you. Thank you for developing the speech and debate community at Montville. The team is like a family to me, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it. Have a lovely retirement, and congratulations. All right, finally, to the two most important people in this area, thank you to my parents for both pushing me and giving me the freedom to push myself. My mom. I know we aren't perfect, and I don't think that any family really is, but I think that we made it work. Although you two tell me this all the time, I don't think that I tell you this enough, but I love you both. Congratulations to everybody here, and don't forget to start building some good habits. Thank you.